Everybody I know wants to feel that they have plenty of energy to get through the day and much more, and they want to feel comfortable and good in their body. This is the bottom line of health. Harmonium Touch, healing through the feet, is a technique that is so worth using because it's going to help you get to that place. The feet play a very special role in our lives. They are the energy connection between the entire body and the earth. Everything on the planet and everything in existence is energy. And the quality of the energy determines the health and the vibrance of that thing, or that person, or that plant, or that animal. When we work on the feet and we ensure that the channels are open and that they're dynamically functioning, we have the opportunity to gain all of the energy that we should have access to. So let me give you a few principles of understanding that guide the Harmonium Touch healing through the feet treatment. First of all, like I said before, the feet are the connection between the earth and the body. And not only do the feet contain a body map, which so many people are already aware of, and something that cultures from around the world have recognized, such as Egypt, China, and many other cultures. But the feet have dynamic centers as well. In other words, not only are there static, non-moving points on the bottom of the feet, but there are motion centers on the feet that play a role in how we interact with the planet, meaning the earth, and how our body is able to extract energy from the earth, and how our body is able to detoxify energy into the earth. So one of the things that we're going to do today is actually show you one of the treatments that you can do on yourself or on another person that is very, very used in this healing system. Hold on for that, because that'll be at the end. I like to say that the feet are one of the most miraculous parts of the body because they're incredibly sensitive, capable of feeling a feather-light touch, and yet they can endure miles and miles of walking and running while holding incredibly heavy loads. It means that they're the strongest and the most sensitive, and that makes them incredibly sophisticated. And so we want to take care of our feet. There are 26 bones in those feet. And the way those bones are structured and how they're held together actually will determine largely how energy is transmitted through the body. One thing that often surprises people is when they find out that the feet and our core, meaning our pelvic core, are very, very connected. In other words, your intestines and your reproductive system and your kidney and your hips are going to very much communicate with the feet. And so how the feet behave, how our hips behave, affect each other. We know that this is an important energy center and that we want to be able to function very well because that area plays a role in our hormones, in our ability to detoxify, and in our ability to digest. Based upon genetics, our nutrition, and our activity as a child, our feet might be flat, our feet may have very high arches, and they may be shaped quite differently. Some are very wide, some are very narrow. Some people have very long toes, and some people have short toes. And all of these things determine how we connect with the earth. And these things determine how the force of our steps and of our stance affect our bones, our brain, and everything about us. When we have a certain structure, we're probably not going to change that structure as adults. However, through this system, we can actually affect how those forces are transmitted through our body when we walk based upon our consciousness and how our energy is moving. Harmonium Touch is both a physical treatment and an energetic treatment. one thing that makes it very special is not only is the practitioner touching and massaging the foot, not only is the person getting an amazing foot bath, but the practitioner is working with the dynamic moving forces in the foot and doing subtle energy work on the bottom of the feet. Most people in the end fall asleep and feel incredibly rejuvenated. I hope that you'll give this a try. And so let's start out with that technique that I promised you. The name of the technique is called the Gobinde Pulse Slide. You can do this on yourself or you can do it on a loved one, and you want to do it on both feet. So let's go ahead and watch. So start with your thumb at the heel closest to the inside of your foot. And you're going to notice that she's very carefully sliding her hand and her thumb all the way up the foot until she pinches off the big toe. And then she's going to progressively make her way to the pinky toe. But you'll notice as she's sliding, maintaining contact of her thumb to the foot, she's also going in between the toes. So it's going to end up being about 9 different slides up the foot. You can brace with your other hand to stabilize the foot if needed. You'll probably want to have some oil so that your hand slides nicely. Make sure to give a nice little pinch to the toes or to the space between the toes before finishing. There you go. Now give enough pressure so that the person isn't feeling ticklish. This technique is covering the entire foot with a dynamic movement that's supporting the arches, and the arches are very, very energetically engaged, not only in supporting our feet, but also in pulsating energy from the earth to the body and from the body to the earth. You'll learn that in the course. The other thing that this technique does is it works on the meridians of the feet. Our toes are like antennas of energy that pulse life in and pulse life out of the bottom of our body. And so from the toes all the way up the feet, through the body, energy is being drawn in with every breath. And then from our body, down the heels, and through the foot, and out the toes, energy is being released into the earth. This exchange, which is part of the breath of life, is vital for us to be able to replenish our energy as well as to clean energy that we don't need anymore. And it's also vital for us to be able to bond with the earth. You can do this technique every day, multiple times a day, and pretty soon you're going to start feeling that energy traveling through the toes and up the feet, and you're going to start feeling a difference in your energy level and in your ability to circulate energy throughout your body. Harmonium Touch, healing through the feet, is a powerful energy healing system that can be used to magnify the benefits of any other healing treatment that you might be using. Whether it's a medical protocol, whether it's physical therapy, acupuncture, chiropractics, or some kind of exercise that you might be utilizing. Harmonium Touch can be used as a standalone whole body healing treatment, or you can use it along with many other modalities as a total approach to wellness for some kind of health goal that you might have. It's a wonderful treatment to improve sleep, to improve digestion, and to improve any other health problem that you have, because in the end, your feet are connected to every single health condition that you might be working with. Not only that, but you can use harmonium healing for any kind of preventive measure and for just improving your revitalization. In addition to working with the body map, which is very, very common in healing traditions of the feet and very powerful, Harmonium Touch employs a special technique unique just to this work that involves light touch and no touch. It's where energy transference is happening, and as the recipient goes into this part of the session, they'll feel energy traveling through the entire body as corrective forces are moving through, empowering the body to work and move in a more healthy way. Harmonium Touch is composed of 3 main parts. The first one works with the classical points that we're used to seeing in foot maps. It's a nice strong pressure and we all love it, and it feels great and it's powerful. The second part is working with the moving dynamic forces of the feet that cause us to better move with the earth. And these techniques are special and different for Harmonium Touch. And the third part is a light to no touch section where energy is being transmitted to and from the feet, and you can feel that energy moving throughout the body. And these techniques are derived from divine spiritual wisdom. The feet and the brain are doing physics. And because of this, Harmonium Touch has taken into account the very complex nature of biomechanics. And when we're walking and when we're working on the feet, we can take into account the principles of biomechanics, which dictate how we move, how energy is transferred between the earth and the body, and from the feet to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips, and for the rest of the body. The techniques that we use are there to help correct and improve those dynamics. So we look forward to seeing you in this course, and even more, we look forward to you and those you love and your clients having access to all the energy that they should have access to through the feet and through the earth. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you.